Hey guys, welcome to your daily astrological horoscope for Tuesday, February 13th. And yeah, solar eclipse week. How's that going? It's only day 2. You ready? Cuz it's going to be here on Thursday. Let's go ahead and jump what we got into today though. Let's go ahead and do that. So the moon has left Capricorn and we are now officially in Aquarius. That means our time is really close here. There's definitely a let's go pressure going on, and we're really getting close now. So as I said yesterday, that juncture that we had going back here is getting a little bit tighter. So, obviously Sun and Juno have been together at 25. Mercury is moving up and getting very close to our 25 number here. It's only 3 degrees away now. So that's becoming stronger and stronger. I didn't mention it before, really, but Ceres has kind of left the North Node a little bit in the dust. So they're quite separated now, which is really great because we can actually look at aspects with Ceres now without necessarily having to look at North Node. But they are still within that range that they are conjunct. They're just not as tight as they would have otherwise been. So what do we got going on for today? Well, obviously, first things first, the moon is in Aquarius. So, hey, welcome back to the sign of freedom and not necessarily America. Forward thinking, innovation, eureka, all of that good stuff. Y'all know I talked about Aquarius quite a lot. So you guys know what's up, what's going on with Aquarius. It's also the sign of change, and it's quite interesting that we're having our solar eclipse in Aquarius this year because changes are going to be big, and being ruled by Uranus, which is the sign of like sudden changes. We're gonna definitely be seeing quite a lot of change this year as far as our solar eclipses go. So for Tuesday, one of the big noticeable new aspects that we're getting here because of the progression of the moon is this T-square that we got going, right? And so T-squares are normally a bit stressful to deal with because the focal point, which would be Athena here, is struggling between two different energies that are constantly bouncing back and forth. And of course we have our Ceres and Leo on one corner, and we got our moon in Aquarius in the other corner. So, Ceres is in a pickle here because Ceres has been squaring, or not Ceres, Athena is in a pickle here because Athena has been squaring Ceres for a long while, and it's going to continue so as these two planets continue to go in their directions, especially because after that Ceres will be going forward again, which means eventually they're going to end up squaring again. But this is something that has been going on for a while, whereas the moon, this is just a transit that is happening a little quicker than most other aspect changes. And Athena now here, realizing that it's been absolutely difficult to get anything done with Ceres, is going to be asking for help from other aspects. And so, as you may have noticed, Athena has been asking for help from Saturn, and Saturn has been beneficially helping Athena by trying to make sense of what Ceres is trying to do. Athena has been asking Mars what to do moving forward, since Mars and Ceres have been getting along quite well. And so now Athena will be squaring the moon, and the moon here is essentially saying, all right, look, this is what we really need to be doing and how to move things forward, right? the moon here is going to be the downloads, the Aquarian downloads of how to make things happen. So, you know, as the moon joins the trio, she's trying to explain to Athena what it is that we need to be doing in order to move forward. And Athena, being caught in the middle of this T-square here, she's just like, look, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't feel too comfortable. Look, I've been dealing with Ceres for quite some time now. She wants to try to nurture this. She says that this is the path forward, but she has really no idea how to go about it. And the moon's like, no, I hear you. I've been talking with her, and like, we don't necessarily agree on all of the best way of going forward with things, but we both do kind of want to move forward in one way. I think that this is another approach of how to get things done. And Athena's like, look, I hear where you're coming from, and I get it. It's a different perspective of how to move forward, but I'm just having a really difficult time trying to figure out how to implement that. I'm also not getting any kind of support here with any tricolors with you, so this just makes this a much more difficult aspect than it needs to be. And I don't particularly know here. I don't know, man. Now, if I remember properly, the moon does get an inconjunct with Mars at that time. I do not know why my chart is not showing it here. I think I just may have forgotten to turn it on. Let me see real quick. Yes, there is actually a supposed to be a blue line between the two, and looking at that, it's more of a, so how do we make this happen, right? How do we make this happen? So let me see if I can get this all highlighted up for you guys. Yeah, there we go. All right, so, you know, in order for the moon to resolve this issue that she's going to end up having with Athena, she's going to need to ask Mars. She's going to need to ask Mars for some help, because Mars's actions are going to be what ultimately tries to explain to Athena what it is that needs to occur, because Mars understands Ceres, and Ceres is the one that's opposing the moon and squaring Athena. So honestly, this is like that huge, like, conversational, like, oh man, how do I begin this? It's like, Athena's the one that needs help. Athena's the one that needs to try to move forward, right? And Ceres has been like, hey, we should do things plan A. I think plan A is beautiful. And then Athena goes to Mars and is like, yo, Mars, I need help. You understand Ceres, right? Can you, like, explain things for me? And Mars is like, well, here, let me try to give you an idea of what's going on and how to, like, get this to help. But Athena has just been like, man, this doesn't make any sense. And then here comes the moon, and the moon's like, look, this is how you should do things. And Athena's like, whoa, what do you mean this is how I should do things? Ceres has been telling me that I should do things this way. And the moon's like, no, like, trust me, I got this. I know what I'm talking about. Like, yo, Mars, back me up. Like, you know what I'm trying to say, right? Do things this way, and plan B works absolutely fine. And Mars is like, oh, I get what you mean by plan B. Yeah, like, plan B actually would help implement plan A quite better, more properly. And so now Mars is trying to help Athena make sense of all of this. So, long-winded story short, the moon here is going to give you the ideas of how to implement things moving forward. Do you know what all of that really means on a, like, physical form? Probably not yet. Why? Because the solar eclipse isn't here, and obviously that's when the changes can finally progress forward. So the moon kind of is like, okay, this is your plan B. Use this plan B so that you can implement plan A and ask the rest of the aspects for some help. I know that's Daddy Saturn is helping you, Mars is helping you, and even though Ceres is not being that useful, she is trying to help you as well. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move forward, and I got a solar eclipse meeting to get to. That's what the moon's here doing today. So overall, downloads, downloads, downloads. Aquarius knows. If there is a single sign in the zodiac that you should ever listen to advice, listen to an Aquarius, because even though they may not explain it to you in words that will make sense, most often than not, they know what they're doing, and they'll try to help you. They'll still think you're fucking retarded, but it doesn't mean that they won't try to help you. So keep that in mind for today, as you will be receiving downloads of how to prepare for the solar eclipse as it hits. And again, if you want to know how the solar eclipse is going to affect you, you want to make sure that you compare it to your natal chart so that you can see the aspects, you can see what's going on, you can see what house it's in, what sign it's, well, it's obviously going to be an Aquarius, what house it's in for you, and how all those aspects may affect you. So again, good day for downloads, good day for knowledge, good day for having, if you're a Virgo, this is plans on plans on plans on plans. You know what I'm talking about. You have like 3 plans for one scenario. So you're definitely going to enjoy a day like this. You just need to try to understand a freaking Aquarius. It's your in conjunct sign. But yeah, that's what we got going on for today. Hopefully you guys have a good one. Get them beautiful downloads. Figure out how it is to move forward as we got the solar eclipse going on. And once again, if you somehow missed yesterday's episode, I go recommend checking that out. It is our big change of the week startup. So definitely check that out. If you still need readings, check out our website over at artsandmysticalservices.com. We have solar eclipses on there, as well as our compatibility charts on specials, on sales. So hit that up, and I will be catching you guys very soon with the Wednesday cast. Peace.